last class we were discussing about B-tree split child, how to split a full child node. Okay, so we discussed about the algorithm, and so now we'll look at insertion of a key. Okay, that is inserting a key into a BST. Now look at how to insert a key into a BST. So we can insert a key K into a BST T. Okay, and we know that this should be done in a single pass. Okay, and actually this B-tree insert, we are invoking B-tree insert procedure. And this procedure uses are called B-tree split child. Okay, so this procedure calls old procedure B-tree split child. That is to ensure that when we are trying to insert a node, it is not a full node. Okay, if it is a full node, then this procedure will split that into two and will insert. Okay, and we know that inserting happens only to a leaf node. And so let's discuss about the algorithm. So that is, it is a B-tree insert, and that is T comma K. So we know that T is the B-tree and K is the key value to be inserted. Okay, so the first step is we take R, that is T dot root. So let us call T dot root as R. Okay, and then if R dot n is equal to 2t minus 1. So what does this mean? If R dot n is equal to 2t minus 1, this root R is nothing but root of this tree, that is a full node. Okay, if a root is full node, then what will happen? A root needs to be split. So how can we split a root node? We know that we'll first create an empty root node and then call split child for this empty root node. Okay, so for that we first allocate a node for this root. So allocate node, so this will reserve one disk page. Okay, now T dot root is equal to S. So now a new root of this tree is going to be the S. Okay, now S dot leaf, so we know that there is a field S dot leaf and that is set as false because it is a root node, and we know what is S dot n. S dot n is equal to, there are no elements, it is an empty node, that is equal to 0, and we need to assign one more thing, that is the child of this S dot C1, that will be R. Okay, what is R? The old root. Okay, now we call B-tree, and we know that this node R is a full node. So we need to perform a split operation on this node. Okay, so B-tree split child. So we know it is B-tree split child operation. So which means S comma 1. So what will happen? S is the newly created empty root node. Okay, and 1 is what does this 1 designate? It is the position of its child. Okay, this S is having only a single child, so that is S s comma 1. It means that we need to split s dot c1, which is nothing but the r. Okay, after splitting this we will get two nodes, and then we need to, or we will try to insert node, the key into this node. Okay, so that is B tree insert non full of s comma k. Now s is our new root and k is the key to be inserted. So we are invoking B tree insert non full. We will define non full shortly. So B tree insert non full of s comma k. Now we will insert, thinking s as a root of this tree, then k is the key to be inserted. Okay, so this is the third step, then fourth, 8, 9, and the 10th step is else. Else means this is not a full node. If it is not a full node, then again we can invoke a B tree insert non full of r comma k. So there r is not a full node, so we invoke B tree insert non full of r comma k, where this in B tree insert non full is a procedure. It is a recursive procedure. So now it's clear. So we are given with this B tree T and K, the entire tree and K. So in this tree we are trying to insert this K. So first step is we assign R, or we move T dot root to R. Then if R dot n is full, which means R dot n is a 2t minus 1, which means R is a full node, then we will allocate a new node and we will assign that as a root of the tree, new root of this tree, and its leaf field is false, and its number of values or number of keys stored in that particular node is equal to 0, and its child is equal to R. Child is equal to R means that is old root of the tree. Then after assigning this, we will invoke B tree split child, because it is a full node, we need to split it. So that is s comma 1. Okay, then B tree insert non full of s comma k. Now we have two nodes, which means R is split into two nodes. So we are trying to insert into that. For that, B tree insert s comma k. S is again the entire tree. Okay, comma k. Now else B tree, s is actually the node, okay, root node. Then else B tree insert non full r comma k. Else means this is not a full node, R is not a full node. In that case, you can directly invoke non full procedure, B tree insert non full, and there you are supplying R and K. Okay, so which means suppose we have a node, that is this one, this one is going to be the root of this tree. Okay, this is root, T dot root. Okay, so we call it as R now, and we have many trees here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 keys are there. So which means you will have a T1 here, then T2, okay, then you have T3, T3 is here, then T4, then T5, T6, T7, T8. So all these are trees, subtrees of this tree. Okay. So suppose this is a full node. When this will be a full node? We know that full node means there will be 2t minus 1 keys. So there are 7 keys. So if it is a full node, it means that the minimum degree of this tree is 4. Okay. T is equal to 4, then this node is a full node. In that case, this is a full node. Then what will happen? It is a full root node. We know we'll split this. So for splitting this, we'll create one S. Okay, this is our S, and we call it as T dot root. Now T dot root is S. So then we invoke this B tree split child for this F. Okay, it has one child, that is this entire node. Then what will happen? After splitting this, we'll get 2 nodes. Okay, one with A, D, F, another with L, N, P, and H will come to this. Okay, and again you have these trees. T1 is here, T2 is here, T3, then T4. Okay, now you have T5, T6, T7, and T8. All these are there. Okay, so this is how you split the root node. A node is full when there are 2t minus 1 keys. So here I am saying that this is a full node with 7 keys, which means t is equal to 4. Okay. So let us try to write that B tree insert non full of S comma K. So let us write that procedure now. B tree insert non full of, for example, X comma K. So X node and K is the key value. We are trying to insert into this node X. So let I be, I is equal to X dot N. Okay, number of keys in X, that is I. We can call it as I. And next step is if X dot leaf. So it means that if X is a leaf node, if X is a leaf node, then we can insert this K into this node. Okay, so that's why we are checking for the leaf. If X is a leaf node, then what we need to do in that case, we need to find out anyway we can insert our K into this leaf node. So we need to find out a position of this K. Okay, that is find out the position, that is as the third step, while I greater than or equal to 1 and K is less than X dot key I. X dot key I, while I greater than or equal to 1 and K is less than X dot key I. Okay, so we start from what is I? I is X dot N. So we start from X dot N, and every time we check whether K is less than X dot key I, that is the last element is greater than the key to be inserted. Okay. So in that case we need to find out a room for this K. Okay. What we need to do, we need to shift these key values one position, so that when we find out exact position for this K, we can insert it. Okay. So that procedure is X dot key I plus 1 equal to X dot key I. That point is clear. X dot key I plus 1 equal to x dot key I. So this key value is shifted to one position. Okay, this is shifted to its right side. So that is the fourth step. Then the fifth step is, then what we need to do? We need to decrement the value of I is equal to I minus 1. Okay, so we'll keep on doing like this. So when we will come out of this loop, either I is equal to 0 or k is greater than or equal to x dot key I. So when we come out of this loop, what we need to do? We found out the position for this position for this k, and we need to place that. Where will we place that? I is equal to I minus 1. The last values I is equal to I minus 1. So we have moved one position back. So we can insert it in x dot key I plus 1 equal to k. X dot key I plus 1 is equal to k. Clear? So we move, we check whether I is greater than or equal to 1 and k is less than x dot key I. If that is true, we will shift this values one position. Okay, we will shift this keys, and every time we decrement this I is equal to I minus 1, and at last when we reach I is equal to 0 or k is less than x dot key I. So when I is equal to 0, which means the first value, the first key value is shifted to its second position. Okay, so we can insert k in that position. Or if k is I is greater than or equal to 1 itself, and k is greater than or equal to x dot key I. Now we have found out the position for this, and in that case also the ith key value is shifted one position to the right. So I is decremented by 1, that we need to increment it to find the exact position. Okay, so key I plus 1 is equal to k. Clear? So which means we have inserted this k into this position, and next what we need to do? We need to increment number of key values for this x, that is incremented by 1. Okay, and next step is, what is next step? Next step is that we have modified the node x. Okay, so in that situation we need to write this into the disk. X will be written to the disk. Okay, that is the case with if x is a leaf node. Okay, clear? Now if x is not a leaf node, that is the else portion. Okay, x is a leaf, we did this procedure. Then else means the ninth step. Else means x is not a leaf node, it is an internal node. In that case again we check I greater than or equal to 1 and k is less than x dot key I. So remember, this is an internal node. Here x is an internal node. There also I greater than or equal to 1 and k less than x dot key I. If x is an internal node, then we cannot insert a k into this node. Okay, so we can insert this key values only into leaf nodes. If it is an internal node, then why we traverse like this? While I greater than or equal to 1 and k less than x dot key I, we need to find out the child of this node, exact child, where we can insert this value k. Clear? So for that, every time we decrement the value of I is equal to I minus 1. We will keep on decrementing like this. Every time we check whether I is greater than or equal to 1 and k is less than x dot key I. If any of this condition is false, suppose k is greater than x dot key I, this value is greater than x dot key I, then what we can do, we can move to, what we can do, we can move to the right child of its parent. Okay, so that is I is equal to I plus 1, I is equal to I plus 1. So which means suppose this is a case, we have 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, this is an internal node and I am trying to insert 25. So every time we will check whether 25 is less than x dot ki. So in all these cases it is less than, and when we reach this position, okay, when we reach this position, what will happen? 25 is greater than ki. Okay, which means 25 is greater than 20. So in that case, we need to take, this is 2, value of I is 2. So we need to take the third child. For that, I is equal to I plus 1. So in this subtree only, or in this node only, we can insert 25. Okay, 25 is in between 20 and 30. So we need to find out this child. For that, I is equal to I plus 1. By this time, I is equal to 2, but we need to find out the third child. So for that, I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, and what we need to do, there is a child for this. Okay, that is already there. So we need to read that from the disk. Okay, so now disk read x dot ci. Now we can read this from the disk. Now we got this node, or we have this node with us. In that situation again, what will happen? We need to check whether this is a full node. Okay, we need to again check whether this node is a full node or not. So there x dot ci dot n, that will give you the number of keys in x dot ci. If that is equal to 2t minus 1, okay, if that is equal to 2t minus 1, that means that it is a full node. If it is a full node, then what will happen? We need to split this one. Okay, we need to split x dot ci. Clear? So which means we can call B tree split child x comma I, because again split child is called for this x. X is our node, and we are talking about the ith child of x. We are trying to split ith child of x. This is the meaning. Okay, and when we invoke split child x comma I, that will invoke this procedure. Okay, the previous procedure, split child. This will result into x dot ci will be split into 2 nodes. Okay, so we will get 2 nodes corresponding to this, and we will arrange the keys in their position. And after getting this, we need to check one more thing, that is if k is greater than x dot key I. So in that time also, now instead of one node, we have 2 nodes after splitting this. Okay, so we need to decide whether the first node or second node to be taken. That is, we need to decide whether we can insert k into the left or right child. Left means the first node or second node. After splitting, we have 2 nodes. One is, for example, this is the first node and this is second node. So we need to decide whether we can insert into this or this. So for that only we are checking if k is greater than x dot ki. X dot ki is there, so its child, now it has got 2 children nodes. If k is greater than x dot ki, which means it has to go to the right child, okay, or the second one. In that case, if k is greater than x dot ki, then I needs to be incremented. I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. I is equal to I plus 1. Then we need to insert into this node. Then we will call B tree insert non full. We need to insert B tree or this key value k into this right child, that is given by the value of I. So, B tree insert non full of x dot ci comma k, x dot ci comma k. So, if k is greater than x dot ki, so which means the value going to be inserted is greater than x dot key I, then we need to move to the right child. Okay. Otherwise, we can keep this I as such. Okay. I will be the same, which means we will insert this left node only. We will insert into this left node. So, in this case, k is greater than x dot key I and I is equal to I plus 1. So, B tree insert non full of x dot ci comma k. So, we insert x dot ci comma k. That is the meaning. If x dot ci the procedure B tree insert non full x dot ci comma k. So, we recursively invoke B tree insert non full of x dot ci comma k. Okay, this is how the procedure grows. This is how the insertion happens. We started from a non full B tree insert a non full x dot x comma k, and we took I is equal to x dot n. Then if it is a leaf node, then we will find out a room for this k. That is the adjustment. Then after inserting this, number of key values of x will be incremented, and that is returned to the disk. And if it is an internal node, then we need to find out the exact child of this internal node where we can insert this key k. And for that only we are checking, or we are comparing with each key value, and we will find out the exact position for this k, or exact position of the child, and we read that child from the disk. Then we will check whether the child is again a full node. If it is a full node, then we will invoke B tree split child on that. Then, and after split child operation, we will get two nodes now. So, we do not know whether to the first node or to the second node we need to insert the key. So, for that purpose we check if k is greater than x dot key I. If it is greater than x dot key I, then we need to advance I is equal to I plus 1. We will move one position, which means the right child will be taken. B tree insert non full of x dot ci comma k. Otherwise, the I will remain the same, and again we recursively call B tree insert non full of x dot ci comma k. So, again it will come to this position, this point, and it will check whether it is a leaf. If it is a leaf, we will insert it. If it is not a leaf, then we will again try to find out the exact child, and we will check whether the child is a full. If it is a full, then we will invoke split child, and we will continue like this. Okay. So, when we will stop this, when we get a leaf node. When we get a leaf node, we will insert this k. Okay. That is the insertion operation. So, we will see one example in the next class.